You're gonna do roll call voting? Is that what
Yeah.
you-
Yeah, I'll have to, yep. All right, welcome everybody. We will stand for pledge allegiance, start us off. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, agenda adjustments. We need to add one employee raise that we missed last week, our last meeting. So we'll add that under new business F. Anything else to add?
No, I don't have an agenda, so I guess I'm not looking at anything.
All right. Yeah, I think you did too. All right, so on to approval of the minutes from our regular meeting that we held back on September 17th.
Make a motion to approve as read.
Is that Michelle?
Yes.
Yes, I have a motion and a second. And roll call, Sean?
Yeah.
Carol?
Yes.
Brian, yes. Christine? I'm staying. And Michelle?
Steve, did you say abstain?
Can you try that one more time, Michelle?
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry,
You're
speakers.
welcome.
All right, so old business, we have none. New business, fire suppression rating. So Kathy forwarded on an email that I received from the ISO people. They've been reaching out over the last, I think, about a year now to reclassify us for insurance ratings and things. So I just wanted to share that with the board. Any questions or thoughts around the summary report that they sent?
No. That's your department, Sean.
The only thing I had noticed, and Sean, I don't know if you had seen it, is the contact information correct in there for the water district?
I saw it was,
Okay, because I thought at one point it had still listed Debbie in there as a contact.
it lists very all over the place on slide. I just haven't been able to change.
Okay,
I didn't notice that in there, Brian, but it's the questions I have in there on a lot of stuff. I need to get a hold of them about.
okay,
I'm not happy with that report.
okay.
Hold
What's your concerns?
that report, can you?
No, not in front of me, I don't, but.
I do.
I can't remember right offhand, but I think, you know, how they give the point values to things.
Mhm.
I think it should be higher than it is pertaining to water district stuff.
Okay.
It's all very weird as far as that goes. He's a little dry.
They have that's the water district anyway. They just assign zero value to things without asking us anything.
So is that something from the past, do you think?
I was asked to be because they haven't asked us.
Then how do we sign off on something that isn't?
We don't sign off on it.
Right, I mean,
We don't get an option. That's one of those, hey, this is what you get deals. It's not a sign off. It's nothing we have an approval on or even really any say in. It's just something they do between reaching out to different people. And that's, yeah.
Hmm.
At least that's the only information I got out of it. But Okay. Trailer for the excavator. So Andy went ahead and, after our meeting last week, he's been working on some excavator stuff, excuse me, so I had him go ahead and finish getting the quotes for the trailers. We could look at getting that taken care of. As you guys can see here on the list, he had everybody from the place in North Carolina. He had one from, or a couple from Scott's Recreation, Big Tex and Main Trailer. We've got a few different prices to look at. When he and I talked on the phone, his concern was that a 15,000 GVW was gonna be right on the line or very close to what the weight of the excavator would actually be. So he was concerned and felt a little more comfortable going with a 16,000 GVW just to make sure the trailer was a little heavier than, what it might have to be. That way, we didn't have to deal with any issues. His other comment was he was looking at differences between, his first preference would be a tilt trailer versus one with ramps, just because, takes the possibility out for injury or whatever from lifting or moving the ramps. But said that either would be obviously better than nothing. So just kind of looking for us to give Andy some direction on where he can go.
Without seeing any specs, Brian, I would recommend going with the one from Scott's Recreation, 16,000 pound tilt for 10.5. That's my experience, because they've used my trailer in the past with
Mhm.
ramps, and that's not the ideal situation.
No,
Right,
and
the next one, scare the crap out of me.
Well, I asked him Friday when he called me, I said, my concern with the ramps would be someone getting into just, the fact of lifting them. He said, well, they are spring loaded, but. So the more we talked about it, I said, I guess I lean on him being the one that's gonna move them, and if the preference was tilt, that was kind of the way I was leaning too, just to. Look for that direction and see what that would do.
That's what I'm going with.
Mhm.
Plus is the local deal.
Yeah,
Well, and we talked about, the one out of North Carolina a bit too, because I said to Andy, I said, well, money, and he said, yes, money maybe, but his concern was time frame. Because the one thing the guy did tell him the last time we talked to him about it was, yes, they would deliver it, but delivery would not be quick. So,
Delivery cost too.
nope, at the time, and it may have changed, but at the time, delivery was included.
Wow.
They would deliver it to us, but I don't know if that had changed, but the one comment he did make was just around time frame and the
well, they're not
time
gonna
of
come up with
delivery.
just that probably, so they wait until they get a load.
Could be,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that was the one thing he did say was just overall time could be an issue there, not that, I mean, yeah.
Sure.
that is true.
Andy also said today that he's called a couple of times and he's not really impressed today that they're not calling him back,
Oh,
so.
Mhm.
did Michelle just say something?
Yeah, who was that?
What?
Who's not calling Andy back?
It sounds like Kaufman trailer. is
Out of North
not-
Carolina.
The place out of North Carolina is not being real responsive, I guess.
Okay. Does it, affect the license that you need in order to tow with that, with the new truck? Like, would you need a class A to tow? No, okay,
Nope, you're still under the weight limit.
okay. I was just curious.
Mhm. So. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't have the spec sheet in front of me, but
think it is.
something made me think it was closer to 14, but I don't remember.
This one.
It's in my book and I have.
It is this one. It is 11,684.
So when I talked to Andy, I told him, I said, well, my recommendation would be equipment reserve, and he said, yeah, that was what he was thinking to do out of it as well. I'm just looking for a motion for us to give direction for Andy.
Make a motion, we go ahead with purchase of the 16,000 GVWR tilt trailer from Scott's Recreation for 10,550.
Second, it.
And funding out of,
Equipment reserve.
Okay.
Highway equipment reserve.
so I have a motion and a second for the 7x20 rice trailer, 16,000 GVW tilt trailer for 10,550 from Scott's Recreation. Roll call, Sean,
yes.
Carol,
Yes.
I say yes, Michelle,
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
All right, set date for GA appendices.
Sorry.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
They sent out new, general assistance guidelines, they've upped the minimum amounts or maximum amounts, depending on which way you wanna look at it. And they're recommending that we just set a public hearing to ask any questions about that and then approve the appendices. The ordinance hasn't changed. My thought was
Good for the next.
half
meeting.
hour before
Mhm.
meeting.
Yep.
I just wanted someone's, when you wanna do it.
I would say I would do it at 6 at the next meeting. And then just start our selectmen's meeting immediately following.
At the next meeting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we've done the last couple of times that we've had to do it. We just do it at 6 and then as soon as it's over, we'll roll into the regular
And then
meeting.
just print off for Oxford County what the areas, if anybody has any questions.
Mhm. Yep.
6, public hearing, 6:30 meeting.
Or immediately following, so I would just post regular meeting immediately following.
Okay,
That way, if it's, because the last couple of times we haven't had anybody come in.
Yep.
So that way, if we go through it, we can go through it and then continue on and have our regular meeting.
not a wait. Perfect.
Right, book restoration. We actually want book restoration after Trisha, or the one before,
Is she here?
she is, no, she's not, sorry. Nope, she's not,
She has the link.
Was here.
yeah, I thought she was there, that's why I said that.
Well, we can hold it until she comes back. It'd probably be safer.
Yeah, not that, talking about that. So let's jump down to F. We will do, the employee wage change sheet. So our sewer department helper, where we don't do an annual review on him, because he's just a seasonal deal. We didn't do his rate wage change when we did the rest.
Again.
Yep, again, so, we'd pretty much average right around the high 3 or 4%. So we're talked about doing a possible 4% on his increase as well. Which would take him from $16 an hour to $16.64 an hour. Retroactive to July 1, just like we've done on the rest. Excuse me, and that Jamie is the person who helps Dave around the plant, doing different things, including weed whacking around the ponds, and anything else that Dave needs off and on throughout the summer.
He's been
I'm
doing
sorry,
it.
Brian. Well, sorry, Carol. You said it would take him from 16 an hour to what?
$16.64.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
He's been doing it forever.
He's been doing it for 30. Right about 30 years, maybe a touch more.
Make a motion to approve the pay raise for Jamie Madison from $16 to $16.64.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the employee status change request. For Jamie Madison. Sean,
Yes.
Carol, Yes.
Yes.
Christine and Michelle.
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Here's Trish.
All right, since I see our treasurer back in the room or in Zoom, I'm gonna turn it over to her and see what we have for a treasury update.
Okay, sorry that it's been a little off on my connection here. I'm using my cell phone. Hopefully this is going well. Let's see, for an update, RHR still has not done the entries that they had said they'd be doing. We've been trying to work through IT, which they finally did. They do have remote access now. They're able to get into Trio with our knowledge and get that set. They've rescheduled a few times, and right now they're planning on Monday. I have also been able to work through to the end of March of 24 with the bank reconciliations, and should be able to continue that and have that done, and hopefully we'll be caught up very soon.
Trisha, is that this Monday coming, the 30th?
Yes.
What time are they gonna be here? Do you
They're
know?
not gonna be on site. They're gonna
Okay.
log in remotely.
Oh, okay, okay,
So this is supposed to have happened a few times, so I'm really,
right.
really hoping that this happens this time.
Crossing fingers and toes?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been very frustrating, but hopefully it'll happen this time. I'd like to say 3 is a charm, but it's been a little more than that. But anyway, if we can get those entries, then your beginning balances will be correct because they have been off. And then we'll get the budget all set for this year for reporting. So fingers crossed, we can start doing this for your next meeting.
So Tricia, one of the, last week when you and I messaged back and forth a little bit, or the week before now, actually, you had said roughly, an undesignated fund balance for 6/30 of 24 unaudited would be roughly 998,000.
Yes,
You're still confident in that?
yes,
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
yes. And there might be a little bit more. I don't want to promise that, but there are some checks from prior years that have never cleared, and we have to see if they just were reissued and should be voided out of the system. And that would be another $10,000 to $15,000 there. And then there's some other deposits that I think I need to confirm that RHR was able to do with, like some of the veterans exemption checks that you get, and also the homestead. I'm not sure he got all of that in. So that could be more, which I'm hoping. It's always good to have more money.
Oh, definitely. No, I'd rather be on that end of it than the other. In terms of end of year balances on the expense side for 24, are we at a point where we could look at possibly carrying forward a couple departments or?
I would feel a little better if they did their entries. I mean, I can give you what that shows right now. But if the beginning balance of that was off, there could be more.
Yep.
If that helps.
Understandable. Works for me. You're bursting Carol's bubble, but.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm so used to
I
that.
know. I've been trying to push it, and I'm not getting it done too quickly with with that. And I wish that they would give me their numbers, but maybe they're making sure that it gets done by them. So
Understandable.
they keep telling me it's off and they got to fix it.
So you think we could potentially talk about those at our meeting on the 10th?
We're not gonna be here.
Absolutely.
No, not unless we zoom in.
Oh, that's right.
We can zoom in.
Brian, are you looking to?
Yeah, we can zoom in. We'd be done.
Getting numbers to give the file.
Yeah, that's why,
Okay.
yeah.
He asked me to call him on Monday, so that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to go.
Yeah, the reason I was asking was just to figure out not just the carryover for a possible book restoration, but also looking at setting the tax rate, trying to see what we felt comfortable taking out of undesignated funds versus, or a possible windmill fund or something else.
Unless we move the meeting.
So, okay, that gives us a little direction.
Yeah, it'd be nice if
Any-
it was done. What was that?
Nope, go ahead.
I really had hoped those would be in for now. If you want, I will print up some reports right now, but just knowing that they haven't done that.
No, I'd feel more comfortable waiting until the beginning balances are there.
I do. I would.
I agree. I would want to wait too.
Okay, good. I'll keep pressuring them more and more on this. Hopefully they've got access and hopefully they'll stick to Monday. There's been a couple times that I thought they were remoting in and it didn't happen. So.
Sounds good. Does anybody else have questions for Tricia?
Okay.
We have room? All right, yeah, keep us posted on how you make out and we will plan on trying to make some decisions on the 10th.
I think we need not wait after Monday, where we go remote in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could email us or something.
and if not, I can call Ron and rattle the chain a little bit and see what we can do.
I think that's what needs to be done because we've been in the same position.
Mhm.
They've taken on so many clients, that they're so far behind.
Yep, no, I will, I have his number, I can call him tomorrow and just kind of poke a little bit and see what happens. Yep,
Please.
I can do
Because
that.
it's been such a chain of stuff, like waiting for Ron and then that didn't happen and he pushed us on to some of his coworkers or employees and it's just been one reschedule after another and it has not been me.
No, and I'd like to run the rec committee stuff that we've been tabling for quite a while too, so, and that's kind of leaning on Ron, so, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give him a call tomorrow and see what I can get working.
So right now, Kevin is supposed to remote in on Monday morning and handle things. Hopefully that can still happen, if not sooner. So if you can maybe nudge that to make sure it hopefully happens for Monday.
Yep, definitely.
Thank you.
How long is our contract?
Five,
That's what I thought.
3 or 5,
I think it's 5.
yeah, but we're what, 2 into it, or 3 into it?
We get 3 into it.
Yeah, so a couple. Alrighty. So do we want to table
We
D?
have to.
Okay, we're gonna table D. And do you want to just reach out to Julie and tell her, hey, this
Yeah,
is the
well,
situation we're in, so that they're not waiting on us and that we are actually
Yes.
trying to make it happen. Okay. Other business. have one more thing. Yeah, I do. For Christine and Sean, because I don't believe, have either of you taken NIMS 402?
There's 402.
It's one of the incident management courses that is designed for town officials. That in order to be compliant with, for some of the grant stuff, we have to have everybody take. It's very enjoyable.
Haven't even gotten my certificate from the last one.
I don't know if I
Is-
ever got mine when I did that.
I don't know. There are a couple coming up. There's one October 9th in South Paris. There's another one October 23rd in Bryant Pond. Yep.
20 hours.
I can forward you the email.
Yeah, that would probably be best.
One of them, they're both at 6 PM. I don't see it.
They go like a couple of hours.
Yeah. I want to say it was easily a couple hours.
You getting too old for this shot?
Pretty much, missing my naps.
I'll forward the email along to both of you now. Kathy had sent me the stuff and then our EMA director, Rob, just reminded me that we needed to get those done.
The EMA director reminded me last night too.
Is that something that we have, that all
Paris
of us,
was the dates for Bryant Pond.
23rd?
October 23rd,
Thank you. Do you know
That's
what
it.
else?
Wednesday, both on Wednesdays.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. The one in South Paris is at the courthouse. The one in Bryant Pond is at the Woodstock Fire Department. And like I say, I'll forward this along.
So does that email include a deadline by which time it must be done, or?
Nope. No, and I don't know if there's. Sometimes there are others that pop up afterwards as well. I don't know. This one doesn't have any other dates on it, but
Is that something that we're supposed to update every so often if we've already done it?
you know, once you've taken it,
Don't be going looking
once
for
you take it, you're good.
No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to.
No, once you've taken it, that one you're good on. So we can check it off that,
They even made me take it.
yeah, it's the one that actually has Aaron taken it.
I don't know.
Okay, that would be
Yeah,
something to
but I
check
don't-
on.
No, I can't make the 23rd, Brian, I'll be out of town, but I'll try to get it done.
Yeah, that would be something to check with Aaron too. Yep.
They ask nicely, they'll give me a, well, some of them will give me a star and a certificate.
Good luck with that.
And a lollipop.
Other business.
We received the lease purchase proposal today from John Simcoe, so I've signed it and sent it back. It's got all of the information. I'm sure we'll be getting official papers.
Mhm.
We received, I set up I hate saying account with BDS. And they gave me an approximate number of how many tires are in a ton. So I've copied that off for Jim and put it in his box.
Mhm.
We've been continuing to post on the website. Trying to think, we put a lot of things on there. The plow driver position has been posted, or is going to be posted this Sunday. There's no extra charge for weekends, and the person I spoke to said Sunday is the biggest day.
Mhm.
So we're doing this Sunday and next Sunday. It's like 200 and some odd dollars total. We posted the fire truck in all the places that we said we would post them. I'm trying to think what else.
And no hits on that yet, I assume.
Not that we have seen, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Haven't been seeing anything, I can't.
I had one person ask me the other day, when are absentee ballots available?
It should be available.
As soon as we get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the
That
one
works?
by, I think it
Um,
was Dixfield had it on their sign that they were
Yes.
available.
The absentee ballot applications are available.
Okay,
Ballots are not available yet. They started mailing today. So we are hoping to be able to mail them to everybody next week. We have quite a few, in general, it's not a lot, but more than we anticipated. We have quite a few people who have already asked for absentee ballots, so.
Mhm.
And of course, we have been to those election trainings. Last week's training, we touched on even more things, a thing called challenge ballots, which it's a scary term and they were great about breaking it down and making it normal. I know that sounds strange, but you don't want anything out of the ordinary on election day and,
Mhm.
we are anticipating poll watchers. And we have been contacted, we will have a petitioner from the dinner table pack. I think it's called the dinner table pack. Unfortunately, we don't have room in here, so they will be set up outside. And we've been in contact with them. Several towns have been in contact with them. And
What is it?
they are trying to get on the ballot, photo identification to vote. Um, hotly contested, it depends on which side you look at. We require photo identification to register to vote, so, yeah. But, so they will be set up outside. We are asking one person per petition. And we haven't heard any other things. But we got another packet from the elections office today. So we're just plugging our way through, dotting our Ts, crossing our Is, no, you know what I mean. And we're gonna be doing some things to make sure everything is in place for election day.
Do you get any takers on your sticker contest then?
No, I'm very disappointed at that, but there's always next year, you know?
Yep.
Aaron drew a really nice one.
I don't think he qualifies as.
No, I asked which, I asked if I could put him under 12-year-old boy, but, you know. So unfortunately not, but,
Peter Pan were agreeing
you
to.
know,
I don't know.
what else were you thinking?
No, I was just gonna ask, has Affleck been taken care of?
Yes,
So everybody that has that is now all set?
there was, I don't know where the overdue bills came from.
Yeah.
But, I've printed off everything that we had. I mailed the check for 2 months that you can see.
Yeah.
And Dave has canceled. He wanted it canceled.
Mhm.
So I canceled him online and I also wrote on everything that I sent in with the check, cancel immediately. So we should be paid in full and good.
Perfect, thank you. Any other business?
Very briefly,
Hmm?
I called and tried to get a quote for Jim's gate.
Yes.
The rustic fence is not taking any work right now. I think they're called Pine Tree was the other, and they're gonna get back to me with when they might come out, so.
Mhm. I think it's a start. We'll take it.
Yeah,
At this point, we're
it's just crazy.
striking out, so.
Finding fencing around the gate or whatever is this difficult.
It's Pine Tree fencing, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Committee reports.
I don't have anything.
All
I
right.
know, Vortex is coming tomorrow to pump the wet wells. That's the only thing I have.
I'll give an update on your department then. Last week, Andy met with the engineer, from Jericho Engineering.
Oh, see, I didn't know
Thank you,
that.
Sean, for pulling the string and getting somebody to actually contact us back. So he met with the engineer down on Campbell Road. So he was just waiting for some stuff back to hopefully get us something to move forward.
Have we heard anything from FEMA yet, money wise?
I don't, his comment was, I think Andy has, I'll check with Andy. Cause he
Okay,
made a
last time-
comment about a dollar amount and
Oh,
something possibly being in progress.
okay.
I don't think we, in terms of seeing it, I don't know, but there is
Yeah.
something in progress from what he had said. So
I know every now and again Andy sends in maybe ask Aaron
between the
to
gate
fill out this
office,
and email it,
so-
I don't know if it's to email.
No, they wanted us to put this,
23 foot.
that was a wing thing, you can't get them, so. So we went back and.
Any other committee updates or anything, anybody?
I don't have anything for rec, but I do know that, or I did see that, on the Haunted Walk post on Facebook, Olaf had, commented on it, asking who was gonna be who the point person was, if they could reach out to him, because he had kids that was making signs, they're making signs for the trail.
Oh.
And that he has kids that would like to help out. So, I mean, he's a great resource, so I just want to make sure that that doesn't get overlooked. I was gonna reach out to him, but I didn't know. Actually, I'm not sure who the point person is for the Haunted Walk, because Robin's
Well,
not
I-
here.
I say, I guess I can message that or forward that on to Robin, because I know she's talking with him about, he's the one that she's working with on the signs for the trail.
Right,
So,
right, right.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of say, hey, since she's doing the haunted thing too, I'll just say, put her in charge of it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like the kids that are helping him make the signs for the trail are interested in helping out on the night of the trail. That's how I took his post, so, or comment. So that's why I'm thinking somebody should, yeah, if Robin could reach out to him, that would be awesome.
Yep, I will shoot her a message when we're done tonight and ask her if she can do that. That would
I
be
didn't have
great.
anything else.
All right, so that takes us on to approval of the warrants. AP warrant number 31, 8,448.25. AP warrant number 32, 9,800, which is the Department of Labor warrant. Payroll warrant number 29, 6,677.20. Number 30, 3,063.31.
Motion to approve this, right?
Second,
I have a motion and a second, and roll call, Sean, Carol,
Yes.
yes, Christine,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
all right, public comment, okay. After that, any board questions or comments?
Motion to adjourn?
Question after my 4-hour MMA class.
Mhm.
What's the liability on the school down here?
A lot. Yep. That's why we're trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
Tear it down?
Yep,
Is there anybody working on it?
not since Christie got done, no.
Well, because
Because Christie was working through a grant, hopefully trying to get it through a grant program. But they won't cover it under Brownfield. And she tried, I can't remember the other name of the program. The only way they would potentially be able to get it under Brownfield program is if it was given to a nonprofit. And then done through another nonprofit, which. Me sitting here personally, I'm very conflicted and not interested in because of the way it went down the last time it was given to a nonprofit, and that we had the money once to do it and take care of it, and then it was given to a nonprofit to save, and now we're having it turned over back to us to deal with again. So I think, I don't know. I guess at this point, we're gonna have to get a quote on what it's gonna cost and then figure out how to fund getting rid of it.
Is there any paperwork on, because my understanding, you got a quote on removing the asbestos out of it.
that was done
Yes.
during the buyout.
Yeah, that one was from back during the
Just
buyout.
recently, Dave Noyes told me he let somebody in there to give you guys a quote.
No,
That was for
for Christie's deal.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what, that's the one that actually came and drilled to see what
Yes,
was in
they
it.
were checking for surface contamination and what is underneath, correct?
Yes, yeah.
And
We have all the, I can forward you all the documents we have. We have, because they emailed everything to
Oh,
Christie, because it's a long, the report that they'd sent after they reviewed everything is pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to share it with you. It's all. It pretty much contains everything that
Is
they,
it okay with you guys if I explore some avenues?
yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yep, no, it's something that we've been kicking around for a few years to figure out how to do it.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
I just am tired of kicking cans down the road.
Mhm.
Well, it's just,
Yeah.
we thought we were gonna be able to do it. When Chrissy initially met with them, and then we met with them as a board.
Yeah.
And then it was, oh, no, you own it, so we can't touch it.
It sounded really hopeful at first.
Yes.
Yeah, at first, the first couple times we met with them on Zoom, it sounded really good that,
Yeah.
hey, they know there's a way we can go around it, there's this program, there's that program. And then when we finally, they started doing the review on the paperwork and stuff, they said, yeah, sorry, no. And that's when it started to get, the only way to do it is if you hand it off to a third party. But then a lot of what we talked about then is the hard part for the town is, if we're still gonna use it for either recreation reasons or a parking area or anything, if it's given to another entity, then it's not insured under us, it's not,
Right,
so at that point, it would be kind of a mess. So that was kind of,
yeah, I agree with where you're coming from, Brian, on that.
Yeah.
So nobody's done, giving you guys an estimate on.
No.
not since Almighty did it during the buyout.
Yeah.
That would be the last one that we have,
And I can't find it.
and we've had trouble locating that, so.
I knew it.
We have the-
at one point, but-
There is a review, but it doesn't have any of the numbers in it, it's just kind of an overall, yes, there is a specs that needs to be cleaned out. But the actual one that said the dollar figure isn't there, right? Yeah, because that was one thing we tried, that Christie asked us to look for, and we dug, and we found the property cards, the property folder, and all that kind of stuff with the initial buyout documents, but not the overall estimate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, yeah, I don't know if it's on this computer or the other one, but when I find it, I'll send you the review document.
No, there's multiple ones too, right? I mean, we had the
Oh,
full
there's,
length one,
what,
then
three
we
different-
had, yeah, there was.
You know what? I think I have it. It's buried in my email somewhere. I can search through my emails and forward it to you, Sean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I really think that we're gonna need to get, put a bid at, put it out to bid to see how much it's gonna cost to tear it down and then put it out to the town to vote.
Yep,
'Cause it's gonna be a huge project.
mhm,
That's the stuff for us.
definitely.
And
Any
then
other
also, what
comment?
are we gonna do with it after? You know what I'm saying? So have the town involved in that, what is it gonna be after?
Well, and we had a little bit of that, I'll go back through and pull, back when we did the visioning meetings around the, windmill fund, we had some suggestions around what to do with that.
Yep.
Parking area, recreation area, something else for a park, maybe sporting court. The night we sat around with all the sticky notes on the walls in here, I have the pictures of the notes and stuff, so I can go back
I
and
do
look
somewhere.
through them.
In a
I just found them
box.
the other day, so I.
Valuable piece of land for the town to keep.
Yes, it
Mhm.
is.
Especially where it's kind of set in the middle of a few different things, it's, yeah. Any other comments or questions?
I'm good.
But thank you for volunteering to take that on.
Don't go that far.
You said, so now you're all told. So-
He said he'd start looking into it, that's.
I think it was explore.
That's more than what it was, 15 minutes
I
ago.
wrote explore down.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Even
Is your-
sick and gone.
Is your motion still on the floor?
Yes, it is.
I have a motion to adjourn. I
Second.
have a second. All right, I stand us adjourned. Have a good evening, everybody.